guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Heather McCarthy, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my homeschool supply haul for 2021 and 2022. Alright, like I said, hi guys, my name is Heather McCarthy. If you are new, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I am so glad you're back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my homeschool supplies that I bought for this year. I'll have everything linked down below. I also have my Amazon store, which has more of my favorite stuff down there. So make sure you check that out if you're interested in any of these products or anything else you've seen in my homeschool room. Yeah. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button. I'm so happy you're here, and I would love to get to know you, so comment down below and also introduce yourself. And if you've been around, comment down below and say hey, because I feel like I'm getting to know you all so well, and I love it. So let's just get the cat out of the bag why I'm here makeupless and kind of looking like a bum today. I wasn't planning on filming this early in the morning. It is 7:30 when I'm sitting down right now. And I was planning on filming this, around noon after I got dressed, all that jazz. We have like a severe thunderstorm coming across the state. And what I was planning on filming is when it's going to be hitting here. And I didn't want to risk losing power and not being able to get this video up. So I am filming wicked early in the morning and with no makeup, no hair. And I literally threw on a t-shirt. So I hope y'all can get past my face and past the looks of the lack of makeup and enjoy these products. But let's get into the products. First off, I'm going to tell you what we're using for homeschool. If you are new to my channel, you might not know this, but we are using Abeka's Preschool program. So we are using their 3-year-old preschool. So these are the supplies that I bought for that program. So these might be different than supplies you would need for an older child. But there also are some supplies in here you would need no matter what. And there are some mommy supplies in here. No, I'm not showing the wine, but pretty much should be on the list. But we're just gonna go ahead and start at the front. So the first thing that I pulled out that I bought this year is a 2-pack of erasers. And I feel like this is more of a mommy thing than a 3-year-old thing. But when my daughter does her schoolwork in pencil, like if we have her tracing, like this is her handwriting book, and if I have her tracing one of these and she has a really rough time or she does a sloppy job, she doesn't take her time or whatever, I will erase it and ask her to do it again. So I feel like a good eraser was imperative for this. And I feel like erasers are just always great for homeschool. So I got a 2-pack of erasers. These ones are from Target, but they're super basic, just pink erasers. Like these are just Up and Up brand because that's where I was ordering groceries from when I ordered these. The next thing I have is definitely more for mommy, and I've shared these in my Amazon favorites, and they are my favorite, but they die super fast. Those ones that I showed in that video, I've already been through. They are dead as a doornail and in the trash can. So I got a box of Sharpie felt tip marker pens. Felt tip pens. These are not markers, they are pens. So this is in the fine size, which is 0.4 millimeters. My old ones were in the medium. I actually like these better. They're easier to write with and they don't take up as much space because the point's not as big. So I got a box of 12 of these, and I will be using these. I use them all the time. I use them every time I write her name on a piece of paper. I use it basically anything I write with these. So this is a homeschool supply that I bought that your kids might like if they are older, your kids who write with pens. These do glide really easily. They write really well. Like I said, the only downside to me is that they do die relatively quickly. Next thing I also have, which is also more on the mom side and that I also showed in my Amazon favorites, are the mild liners. These are Zebra mild liners. And I love these for highlighting anything. A lot of the time I will highlight like questions in my teacher's guide, like things that I really want to emphasize. I will use these to highlight in there. So again, it's more of a mommy supply, but very helpful if you want to emphasize something in your curriculum that maybe, I know Abeka bolds stuff in their curriculum that they really want you to hit on, but for some reason that doesn't click in my brain. It has to be a different color. So I highlight. And the last kind of mommy thing that I got are dry erase markers, and I got multiple different colors and sizes. So I got skinny ones and I got fat ones. I also got an eraser and board cleaner, which this I found very useful. Our dry erase board is a cheaper dry erase board, I guess. So it does not erase as nicely as I remember them erasing like when I was in school, in public school or in college. So having the dry erase board cleaner does really help if you have a cheap dry erase board that doesn't erase well. And again, like I said, everything is linked down below. But I think that was the last of the like mommy things, because obviously my daughter's not using that yet. But if you have older children, these are all products that your kids could use. I know a lot of people do their spelling on dry erase boards and whatnot. So dry erase markers to me are a must. I got all of this, pretty much all of this off of Amazon except for those erasers so far. I guess I have two more mommy things. I have a staple remover. This actually is something that I never thought I would need. And then we started homeschooling, and I found so many times where I've had to pull staples out with my bare fingers, or I've had to get a butter knife to try to rip them out. So I got a staple remover. So I recommend one. You never know when you'll have to pull staples. Sometimes it's things that I staple that need to be like unstapled, and sometimes it's the Abeka curriculum. I know for the Bible, when I like took apart the Bible curriculum, I really wished I had one of these, so I got one. And the last mommy thing is just a tube of whiteout. I probably don't need this for homeschool. I use it in my planner more than anything, but if you have kids who are doing handwriting or who are writing papers and they're allowed to use whiteout, I know some curriculums like Abeka don't really encourage whiteout, but a bottle of whiteout never hurts. On to more of the kid slash craft slash the actual curriculum stuff that we needed. And this is the part where if you guys are doing Abeka Preschool, like clean out your ears, pay attention, because so much of the stuff I had to go find last year because we didn't have it. And I had to go purchase it like last minute to do something, or even after something was supposed to be done, I had to go purchase it to go back and do what needed to be done, because they don't actually give you a supply list for the preschool program. I think they just assume you have these things around your house. But pay attention so that y'all can buy it and not have the mess of an unorganized year like I did last year. So the first thing is washable paints. So these are Crayola brand. Like I said, I have them linked down below. They're just Crayola brand washable paints. I think this is the neon set. I have the neon and the regular. Yeah, I'm extra. But you use these a ton. You make spots on animals, you make fingerprints, you have to paint your hand at one point, all kinds of stuff. These you will use all the time, especially if you're doing the 3-year-old program and you're doing handwriting, because a lot of the time you'll get a page like this and it says to use paint to paint the letter. So make sure you have some sort of washable paint that, I mean, acrylic paints would work, I guess. I don't know how uber washable acrylic paints are. I like the Crayola ones. Next thing I got are 2 different kinds of glue. So this is the glue stick my daughter uses. The Elmer's washable school glue. It's just the normal old purple one that we've all seen in glue sticks. This is what she uses. Personally, I despise it. I don't think it glues well. I don't think anything sticks when you use it. But this is what she uses so that she doesn't eat it. And then this is a Elmer's Glue All. I actually meant to get the normal liquid school glue and grabbed this on accident. But this does dry super fast and works really well. So when it comes to like gluing on pom-poms or gluing on cotton balls and stuff like that, I will definitely use this, and I just use it myself instead of letting her use it. So Elmer's Glue All is great for those types of projects. And you can just dab it on and tell them to stick it. I wouldn't let her touch this because it is like extra strength glue, and knowing my kid, she'd glue herself to something. So I control this one, but I do like it. The next thing that you will need a lot of if you are doing Abeka Preschool are brads. And I don't know if that's what everyone calls these, but these little things, the paper connectors, you know, they're pointy and you put them through 2 pieces of paper and then you spray them open. brads. I don't know, my husband does not call them that. When I said stop at the store and grab me brads, he had no clue what I was talking about. So I don't know what other people call them, but I call them brads. And you need these a ton in the preschool curriculum. You make so many little animals, and this is how you connect their legs or their necks or their bodies, whatever. For real, like buy like a 50 pack on Amazon. And I just keep them in a little bin like this, which is also off Amazon. Yeah, I keep them in a bin like that, which is also off Amazon. I'm gonna have to pick all those up now. The next thing that you will need if you are doing Abeka's preschool is some yarn. And I would get an assortment of colors. This was an Amazon bundle that I think had 25 different packs of yarn. Again, I'll link it because you will be told to use different colored yarn for multiple different projects throughout the year. Like you'll be told to use brown yarn to make a tail, to use green yarn to make grass, to use white yarn, whatever. So I bought this pack that has all the different colors, and they're just small bundles instead of buying like the big ones at the craft store. But this is one of the ones that I didn't have last year that I had to like go find really fast was yarn. So I don't keep it around the house normally. Next for kids, I got 2 different kinds of scissors. So we got these little Crayola plasticky ones to cut with, and these stink. They don't cut. I can't even cut with them, so I don't know how my 3-year-old is supposed to. But we did get these for a safer option for her learning how to go like this. And then I also got a Fiskars pair. So just like this. And you can just cut with them. She has not learned how to work these yet. She really struggles with the like muscle strength to open them. So once they're like all the way closed, she has a hard time getting them back open, but she can push them closed and cut, but then you have to help her open them, or she'll have to use her other hand to help pull it. So we're still working on scissor skills, but these are the 2 kinds of scissors we got to show her how to cut. Something else you will always use in the Abeka curriculum are brown sandwich baggies. And again, something else that they assume you have around the house that I just didn't. My husband doesn't take his lunch in bags like this. If anything, he brings like a cooler. I didn't have these laying around. I did get these at Dollar Tree. I got a 40 pack for $1. So I would recommend doing that and getting them from Dollar Tree, super cheap, or Walmart or something like that. But definitely get cheap brown bags. And it doesn't matter if they're good quality. You're not gonna actually be doing anything with them. You're pretty much just like making hand puppets. So next, I have a pack of Crayola markers. I got these 10 ultra clean washable markers. And we use these for our handwriting a lot because they're easier to see. And if you guys want to see some of the tips and tricks I've figured out for toddler handwriting, comment down below and let me know. But yeah, we use these instead of pencils or pens or crayons, because now that my daughter is being taught to hold a pencil correctly, she's still struggling with putting enough pressure on a crayon or a pencil while making the shapes that she wants to make it be visible. So these, you don't really have to apply pressure to make them be seen. So we've been using markers for our handwriting. And I did also order a pack of the skinny markers, the like fine tip ones. So I'm waiting for those to get here, but I did get those as well. So I would recommend getting some markers if you're doing toddler handwriting. Probably the skinny ones because these are a bit big for her hand. I also got a 96 pack of crayons. So it's actually the 2nd pack of crayons I've bought this year. I bought the ultra washable crayons. I don't know. Ultra washable ones like midsummer or early summer. And they're already all broken. I personally think the ultra washable ones break super easily. Like even me writing with them, coloring with them, they'll snap right in half. And I know how to use a crayon without breaking it. So we bypassed the ultra washable when I went back to get more and just got these from Target. They were on a really good sale. I think these were like $5. And there's a sharpener included. Yeah, there's a crayon sharpener back here. So we got these super cheap, Target. But you definitely obviously need crayons. There's a lot of coloring in the Abeka program. Something else that I got is a hole puncher. And again, this is more of a mom thing, I guess. But doing these arts and crafts, especially if you're using the yarn, a lot of time you will have to punch holes. for the yarn to pass through or and stuff like that. So definitely buy a hole puncher so you're not sitting there with an X-Acto knife trying to cut a hole. Because trust me, I've tried and it's hard. Then you also just need cheapy paper plates. Again, I got these from Dollar Tree, just white, uncoated, cheap paper plates that you actually wouldn't probably eat off of. Again, this is one of those things that they assume you have, but I did not have. I have the coated patterned paper plates that we use if we're using paper plates. So I had to grab these. I grabbed them at Dollar Tree for, like I said, $1, super simple. And you use these a lot for making like different animals. Like you make a lion with them, you make moons, you make different kinds of things on paper plates. And the last two things I got are pencils. So I got two different kinds of pencils, and neither of these are probably what you're expecting. So like I said, my daughter isn't doing a ton of writing in pencil yet. So these I just kind of grabbed in case she wanted to try one, which we have ended up using them for some of our morning circle type of work, just because it's easier and it doesn't bleed through the paper. But I got some sharpened #2 pencils, and these are just the Up and Up brand. I know everyone raves about the Ticonderoga ones, and I will be trying their Try Writes next year when she's doing more writing in pencil. But this year, where she's not really focusing on that, and most of the writing, and Abeka says to use a crayon, I just grabbed a cheapie pack in case she wants a pencil. And then I also grabbed a 40 pack of mechanical pencils. And this was actually, I just grabbed it because it was on sale. I'm not gonna lie, they were super cheap on Amazon when I got them. They were one of those Amazon deals of the day. And I needed a pencil, and I hate this kind of pencil. I hate non-mechanical pencils. So I always feel like I can feel the lead on these dragging, and I hate writing with them. So I got mechanical pencils, one for myself to use, and two because I figure in the future Madison's going to want to use them. So I think they were 40 for like $4, and they're Bic brand, and they're 0.7 millimeter. So I got a bunch of those. I think those will just last us a really long time and be perfect. So that is pretty much all of the back to school supplies I got today. I actually saw someone asking in a group earlier if you needed to buy all the school supplies that are on your child's back to school list. If you had just pulled your kid out of school recently and you got the back to school list for, you know, the public school, do you need to buy everything on that list for your homeschool? And in my experience so far, at least, the answer is no. I don't buy most of what's on that list for our school supplies. And even in the future, I was looking at some of the school supply lists for local schools here, and no way would I be buying like 90% of it. I don't think you need like multiple 3-ring binders and multiple prong folders and like 1 or 2 maybe, but that's really, I don't know about it. It's one thing that I don't like, and it started when I was in school, where they would assign you have to have these exact products to organize your schoolwork. You have to have 3-ring binders, you have to have folders, you have to organize it how we tell you to, when we tell you to, yada, yada, yada. I hate that. If my daughter likes composition notebooks or spiral notebooks or 3-ring binders, I'm gonna buy her what she likes. I'm not gonna buy what somebody else says I need to. So at this point, we haven't bought any notebooks like at all. And I know most kids her age, they're told to have like a composition notebook where you can color at the top and write at the bottom. We haven't done that at all. If we color something, we'll just write on the other page, or I will write on another page. I do have like lined paper. Didn't buy it for her, bought it for myself years ago. But we do have lined paper, we have printer paper, we have things we can write on, but I don't feel the need to have like a special composition notebook for her yet. In the future, obviously we will, but not right now. So those are all of our back to school supplies for 2021 and 2022, and kind of a little overview of the supplies that you will need for Abeka's preschool if you are using that this year. Like I said, if you are new, welcome. I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. Hit that subscribe button down below and comment and introduce yourself. Tell me what all y'all are buying for back to school. Do you buy your whole back to school list like a public school? Do you buy things throughout the year as you need them? Do you kind of stock up in the beginning of the year like I did? How do you do it? And give this video a thumbs up if you like hauls like this, because they're fun to do. I can do a lot of them. So go ahead and give this a thumbs up if you like school supply hauls, curriculum hauls, that kind of stuff. And I will see you all in my next video on Tuesday. Bye guys.